I think of technology in the context of what can we do in the global space, multi-generational, to make it easier for people to work together across the globe.
Hello and welcome to the Workforce Newsroom. My name is Emma Phillips, and for the first time ever, many workplaces are spanning 6 generations. This comes as we're seeing a significant acceleration in our HR tech innovation around the world. So joining me from the Netherlands to discuss how these factors are influencing the way we work is our very own Chief Product Owner at ADP, Camille Schoenens. Great to connect with you, Camille, all the way from the Netherlands.
Great to connect with you, Emma, and happy to be here. I'm glad that we are addressing this topic together, to be honest. So let me just start with the first question to you. What do you think that the key differences are between the generations at work today?
There are many which ways and generations are getting categorized. And so while there are 6, I'm actually going to focus on the 4 that we are primarily seeing represented today in the workplace. The first one being baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Zers. And some of the main differences that I experience from an HR point of view is that, and our survey also confirms, is that it falls into 4 different categories. The first one being career growth expectations, the ability to adapt to technological changes, what their expectations are around flexibility. And then the last one, and probably the most important one, would be the sense of purpose at work. And so what we have found through our research at ADP is that baby boomers, Gen Xers are looking for more stability, right? They have a harder time adapting to new technologies, and they want to leave a legacy within their organizations that they are working. And meanwhile, the millennials and then Gen Zers, they expect what I would say a faster pace of career growth opportunities. They don't want to wait for that promotion. They've also learned to adapt quicker to changing technology. Obviously, they've been raised in utilizing that. And again, probably the most important change is what they are primarily motivated by is making a meaningful impact in our society as well as the sustainability of the world. But another expectation and difference in intergenerational is flexibility. So flexibility remains a common theme across all generations. And so my question to you is, how can technology assist in enabling the kind of flexibility that organizations as well as their people need and expect?
I encourage organizations to continue to invest in the latest remote work tools to create effectiveness amongst their workforce. And organizations need to ensure that these products are not only introduced, but that employees are actually being trained in using these tools to their full potential, because the amount of innovation that is happening in this space is going so fast. And I think there's an opportunity for organizations to use the concept of reverse mentoring. You and I know that traditional mentoring is something that is usually done on seniority. The more senior person mentors the more junior person. I think here, with the introduction of all this new technology, there is an option to do it reverse, and I call that reverse mentoring. I think we should also think, and I encourage organizations to think more about flexible scheduling and approval tools as part of their HCM suite. Products that support team autonomy and structures without the intervention of the traditional manager or project leader running that team. And I think the third topic that people from my generation are not so aware of, but the newest generations coming into organizations today have a need for, is the introduction of tools around well-being and reflection. The youngest generations find it important that they have tools that maintain and help them maintain their stress levels and their perspective to a healthy work-life balance.
I love your answer, Camille, and I love how you really are connecting, right, all of the differences that make these generations be humans. And so thank you for sharing your insights, Camille. I really appreciate it. For more on navigating the latest trends at work, please visit adp.com/HRTrends2025.